Reading the room and respect in relationships. Let's rap about it.
This is Bars at Work, where leadership and personal development meets hip hop. I'm Bajoy Phillip.
And I'm Javen Ferrer. Bars stands for dope lyrics. Every episode, we drop bars about a topic.
Then we break them down for motivation and insights that you can apply in your work.
Let's keep it moving.
All right, let's go.
When faced with opposition to your mission, how you respond adds up and makes all the difference. For instance, are they friend or foe? That's step one. If you know a person's for you, respect and give them some.
Whoa. Bars, like I said, there's so much.
Bars.
We're gonna be stopping every line here.
Bars. There's so much, man. Conflict is such a complicated subject.
It's complicated.
You know?
For
There's a lot of layers
instance,
to it.
are they friend or foe? That's step one. If you know a person is for you, respect and give them some.
Respect. Give them some.
How do you find out, and how do you assess whether or not you're dealing in a friend or foe situation?
See, that's a whole Bars at Work workshop right there. that is a great topic because that takes some time. So there's an element of being able to come in and read a room that you have to understand. Okay, if I'm in a room in a new environment where I know I need a dialogue with people, I know there's some outcomes that need to happen, but I need to know who's who. I don't know the players in the room yet. So in a new situation, I need to probably be more quiet and prone to listen before I come giving my opinion so that I can hear where people are and I can see what their agenda is. I can see, who's willing to partner on an idea, who's willing to kind of give and take versus who just wants to do things a certain way.
Yeah.
And so the idea of trying to figure out, okay, well, who's friend or foe, who at the table wants that win-win that we talked about earlier. Because if you want a win-win solution, all right, now you're kind of leaning in the friend zone and we can collaborate together. But if I start to perceive that you have hidden agendas, you have your own agenda, things that you want to do, I'm like, they're probably leaning on the foe side. So the first thing I got to decide is like, okay, where does this person stand? Because the rest of my engagement and exchanges with them, it's going to lead and stem from that initial exchange and understanding of if they are friend or foe.
Yeah. So you mentioned like reading the room, picking up cues, because it almost sounds like there are things that signal whether or not you could trust where this person is coming from or what state of mind they're in. So that way, if you're either providing feedback or entering into something that might be a conflict situation, you have a level of trust built with them, either implicitly, explicitly, it's there.
Yeah.
So where does trust play in all of this?
I think a lot of times you can look and see there's always going to be players in the room that have some prior dealings with each other. So if I'm trying to read this guy on the left and I see how he's engaging with the guy on the right and try to see what the dynamic is, sometimes you can pick up if there's an intimidation in that relationship, if there's admiration, if there's levels of respect. And so a lot of times, you have a certain reputation when you're around and you're not around. If you're a consistent person, professional, people know you as fill in the blank. Man, that guy's always on time, or that guy's overbearing. You can't. So that is going to be what emanates from that exchange. I can look and I can see how that guy is responding to the other guy and get a sense of, oh, this guy's pretty intimidating. So now I have a decision. Am I going to allow that to happen, or am I going to push back on it? And what is the timing of that? Because if I start to push back on it, now I'm infusing more conflict, right? Yeah. But over the course of time, I want to establish a different type of relationship. So the dynamics in the room and the trust, I think, is something that's developed over time. And there's an initial lens that you look through to see, okay, where is this relationship going? What can I do right now versus what's going to take some time?